Marcus-Black. 1090 Jake, 1090 Jake. I want to break this down a little bit, if y'all don't mind. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel first of all. But alright, I seen 1090 Jake's paperwork, and I seen paperwork. It's a grievance, and I seen all the controversy. I seen him go live with, I think his name is Remo or some shit like that from No Jumper. I seen all that shit. So he trying to explain himself. Now, I see everybody's response, like as far as like people reacting to it. Excuse me. And I feel like people getting kind of confused and they saying this and that and they leaving certain things out and this and that and the third. So I'm gonna try to let y'all know everything that I remember, and I think I remember a good amount. So long story short, 1090 Jake says, alright, I guess they came out early in the day, like 6 in the morning. Let's say it's like breakfast time, you know what I'm saying? I guess dude had to, this is what he's saying, because in the report it's saying, he's saying the police lied, but in the report they're saying him and the other dude had like rocks in a sock. You know what I'm saying? Whatever they had, battery, cement, whatever the fuck it was, they had some shit in the sock and they hit each other. You know what I'm saying? But what 1090 Jake is saying, like, niggas stole off on him, hit him in the back of the head. You know what I'm saying? In front of the COs though. You know what I'm saying? So he said basically the nigga did it on purpose to get out of the pod, because basically it was, I think, Bloods beefing with the Zoes, and the Zoes was outnumbered. So he's saying that he got hit in the head. One of his mans hit another nigga in the head, one of the Zoes in the head, right? So mind you, the CO, supposedly the nigga that hit him in the head went straight to the CO's desk. Like the nigga basically did in front of the COs, and then he walked to his desk. Supposedly. And 1090 Jake said he was about to get up. Damn, my phone about to die. 1090 Jake said he was about to get up, but one of his mans was like, nah, stay down or some shit like that. So anyway, long story short, from what he's saying, they grabbed some other nigga that ain't have nothing to do with nothing, because his man's, I think his man got up another nigga that was down there. He thought one of the Zoes that was over there was going to try to sneak him. Long story short, they grabbed him too. This is the story he's saying. They grabbed all them up. They brought them all in a room, but in the back room, these niggas put on gloves and shit, and they start beating up the niggas that, number one, the nigga that got grabbed last, that was turning around, a little paranoid. They grabbed him. He didn't have nothing to do with nothing, supposedly. And then basically they beat up two niggas. The police fucked them up real bad. And he's saying in the police report or whatever, the paperwork, they tried to lie. And I ain't gonna front. Cops do lie sometimes. I've been part of shit, you know what I'm saying? But they kind of lied in it, you know what I'm saying? So he feeling like, damn, they trying to, that's where the sock hitting each other comes into play. You know what I'm saying? He's saying that shit didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? The nigga just hit him, and then the other nigga hit another nigga. But he's saying basically they trying to cover themselves. They fuck niggas up, and then they writing this shit and making it sound like they fucked each other up and they was on some bullshit. So from there, they get 120 days in a hole. So once they get the 120 days, I guess they're in a hole now. And he puts up a grievance. He writes a grievance, and he's explaining the situation, what happened. Now, this is where it gets tricky, because he's explaining what happened. And okay, so when you write a grievance, you gotta kind of, you're putting a complaint in. You know what I'm saying? So you're complaining to the authorities. All right, some people do regular grievance. Like if you locked up, say you got holes in your socks and you need new socks. You need new t-shirts, white tees and shit. You're gonna put a grievance in so you can get more shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? I don't wanna keep wearing these holy ass shits with these BBCs. Like, my feet stink. Nigga, I need some full socks, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, or underwear, or toothbrush, like whatever the fuck it is, you know what I'm saying? You gotta put in a grievance to get shit. So, long story short, when you in the hole, you know, they ask you, I know some of y'all done seen the Chicago Rarest videos with all the Chicago niggas getting in fights in jail, and then they going and getting interviewed about what happened. That's one thing. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the paperwork is different, like what these people done said happened. So I guess he was trying to get out the hole, and he wrote a grievance, and I guess he mentioned the people's names that like for instance, he said the nigga that hit him, he said his name and said, I was chilling in my cell or some shit, the nigga attacked me, some shit hit me randomly, some shit da da da. So people are wondering, is that snitching because he mentioned the dude's name? Now this is the thing. So this is the reality of it, right? It all depends on if he really had to use his name, if he really had to say his name, because it's one thing to say inmate, 2 inmates hit me or this and that and third, but I'm gonna be real. If it happened in front of the police, it's already in the paperwork, right? So if he's telling what's in the paperwork, is that snitching? When this ain't like you're about to give somebody a new case or nothing. They just trying to figure out what's happening so you could possibly get out early as far as the whole. Now the other part is, because he said he was doing it because the cops fucked them up as far as the other niggas, so he was sticking up for them to a point. He didn't want them to get fucked up, and like he felt like it was wrong. But I know he probably did that also to help his shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, now peep this. This is the other part. Now, the 2 niggas that got fucked up by the cops, did they put grievances in? I'm saying, because you would figure they would be more like the people that like, nah, the cops fucked me up, da da da. Especially the nigga that didn't have nothing to do with nothing. It's like, I got beat up for no reason. But same time, I know police, and they'll like they'll think a motherfucker lying. Like when you tell certain people, they gonna be like, nah, you just trying to get out of shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it boils down to too. But mind you, this is the other part, because people look at 1090 Jake like you putting everybody out, you blasting everybody, and you got the nerve to have some paperwork. You had the nerve to write some shit, to take your time, even though it ain't like a real case. It's still like, when you supposed to be so gangster, are you supposed to do that? You know what I'm saying? That's how people looking at it. But on the other side, I'll say this. So if you're not gonna get nobody jail time, or nobody's gonna get in trouble for it, it's in the air, because I feel like I wouldn't say no names. But same time, when you're reading it, if it's telling you that, if you see on the paper before he even start writing his grievance that they saying this and that and the third, and they see it clearly, and you could tell that they explained it just how they seen it, then it's like, okay, I don't know if I could say anybody's name, no stump being hunted. But this is the other part. This is what will kind of make me, if I was gonna say somebody's name, this is why. Most of the time in jail, when you get into fights, they have it on camera. They have cameras in the pods. So regardless, I feel like they could look at the camera, like they usually look at the camera so they could find out what's going on. You know what I'm saying? What happened, what actually happened. Fuck everybody's word. What do we see with this camera? You know what I'm saying? So I would feel like they would see that, and then, I mean, you could figure everything out from there. Now, that's the other thing. If they could see the cameras, is he wrong for mentioning what happened when it's clearly on the camera? You know what I'm saying? So now if it's on the camera, now I'm explaining, you see this nigga hit me, y'all know his name, so now when I'm writing it, it ain't like I'm snitching, because y'all see it clear as day. Y'all got his name and all that. Y'all saying inmate da 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 hit inmate da da da. So why can't I write it right here in my grievance? You know what I'm saying? So it really boils down to that. What else I want to say about this 1090 Jake shit? It is true, like a lot of people are against him on the strength that, not for nothing, he's a white boy. So like, how many, they are out there, don't get it twisted, but like on a regular, you don't really see white boys that hood when they down with the crews and shit. Some niggas, because niggas is born in the hood, like don't get it twisted, motherfuckers say nigga, all that kind of shit. But I think niggas looking at him like, not an industry plant, but something like that. Like, nigga, where the fuck you come from? You know what I'm saying? So niggas gonna always think a white boy is kind of like policey. Now, mind you, I'm gonna keep it honest. No disrespect to 1090 Jake. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep doing your thing. But he got that face and that nigga, you put a uniform on that nigga right now, he's gonna look like a police. Like, he looked like he fitted. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got that little fat face head, little muscle square block head, like a little policeman. Nah, it's probably just because he white. But yeah, man, this was kind of like, they tried to shit on him right here with this. You know what I'm saying, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I've been in a hole before and shit. You know what I'm saying, I got into a little fight. I don't even know what I told these niggas. I don't know if I said nothing or if I told them to a point what happened. You know what I'm saying? But I jumped in some shit. But I don't know, that shit's in the air. You know what I'm saying? I still gotta fill it out, but I feel like too, I get it when people saying they moving the goalposts, cause to a point, niggas do be picking and choosing and shit. And even with him, it's like, nah, I can't even say that, cause I seen him come out and like clear niggas' names and shit. So I can't say he be on some moving the goalpost shit. But I will say that overall, man, in or out of jail, you really ain't supposed to say nobody's name. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I get it, you ain't supposed to say nobody's name, but nigga, you're in jail. They got all the names. So it all depends on what's in the paperwork and shit like that. But same time, at the end of the day, nobody went to jail or got more time because of what he wrote. So it ain't really snitching. You know what I mean? And I seen something else. I was watching No Jumper, and they were saying, like, if that's the case, then everybody with like self-defense, because right there you're talking about, you basically defended yourself. But anybody with self-defense, that's basically snitching, because you had to tell what happened. To a point it is, but to a point, nigga, if I got self-defense, I got self-defense, nigga. Fuck all that shit, nigga. Word to mother. So, you know what I mean? When it comes to that self-defense, it's like, nah, nigga. Like, say for instance, if I'm in a shootout with some niggas, and that nigga die, and he was shooting at me first, and I just killed his ass, nigga, I'ma say, motherfucker, I was defending myself. Nigga tried to kill me, so I killed him. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna have to deal with the consequences if y'all believe me or not, nigga, because you fucking bugging. Because I'm definitely not just going down as a straight murderer. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. Nah, this nigga did it. He tried, and I finished it. So, I don't know. It's in the air, man. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna dwell on this too long, but let me know in the comments, and also like, comment, subscribe to the channel, support. More videos coming, man, so keep fucking with me. One. Marcus, block us.